Good morning, good afternoon, or good evening. This is Property Management 101, and today we'll be discussing best practices for managing your pool. This video will apply best for anyone that has a pool at their property or their asset that they will be involved or responsible for managing that pool. High rises, mid-rises, and multifamily properties are going to be the most common asset type that will require the property management company to manage the pool. Now, the first best practice to keep in mind for managing your pool is licenses, certifications, and permits. You always want to make sure that your property, your staff, your pool is always in good standing with all required licenses, certifications, permits, and anything else that may be needed to operate your pool at your property. In most markets, what's the most common thing that I've seen is that you'll have to have at least one individual on your staff that's CPO certified, as well as there'll be some sort of annual inspection that a inspector will come by from a local area that will actually be inspecting your pool to ensure that you meet all the requirements and meet with that person who's a certified pool operator. And a pro tip regarding this, one thing that I would always recommend is that to have a copy of your certified pool operator's license hanging up in your pool equipment room, as well as the most recent permit to have your pool open. Sometimes what I've seen is actually inspectors will require this, but any type of licenses or any type of permits or any type of anything else that may be needed, it's always good to have a copy hanging up in your pool equipment room. That way, if any staff needs to get in there, they actually can refer to certain numbers that are provided on some of these licenses and permits. So it's always good practice to have a copy of these in your pool equipment room. The second good practice to keep in mind to manage your pool area: processes. It's going to be really important that your entire staff knows all the processes and the rules and regulations of your pool. Does the staff know how to handle if the pool needs to be closed? How to notify residents? What are the operating hours of the pool? When does the pool get treated? If the pool needs to be closed, what kind of signage do we have to put up? If the pool needs to be physically opened and locked, who's responsible for that and when is that done? Which of your staff will be testing the pool for the chemical levels on a regular basis? When will this be done? When does the staff need to order pool supplies? What are some of the outside vendors that you have to come in and work on your pool? And what is one of those things that I would always recommend that your staff knows is typically when is the annual inspection done at the pool? This will answer a lot of the questions that we commonly get as staff on sites is when will the pool be open? This will help some of those conversations when working with staff and working with residents to say, hey, our pool inspection is typically done every April or every early May or whatever it is in your market. And the last thing I would make sure that your staff knows when it comes to questions and knows how to handle, if there's a problem with the pool, who do we go to on staff? Or if it's a situation, what vendor do we go to? That's going to be really important in case something comes up. I hope you're enjoying this video and learning something new. If so, please don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications for future videos. And the last best practice that I would recommend for any type of pool operation or pool information that you're going to be giving to residents or prospects is make sure you're sharing some details of the pool area on every single tour when you walk through that amenity area. I've been on lots of tours where I've literally been taken to the pool area and the staff member that's taking me on the tour will literally say, this is our pool area. And they don't share any details of that pool area. And I think that's a missed opportunity to provide a really good level of customer service to a prospect, but also it's helpful to give them some information. Here are the pool hours. Here's when it's open and closed. Here's some of the areas of the pool our residents enjoy. Here's some of the rules and regulations of the pool. By not sharing any details or any features, you're really disvaluing that pool area at your property for every single tour. And I would always recommend to provide the season of when your pool is open. Hey, our pool's typically open May to September or whenever that time frame is, and that'll be really helpful and have a good expectation for residents as well. If you've not already done so, please watch my disclosure video as well as my why I do this video. And I hope you learned something new and enjoyed this video. If so, please don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications for future videos. If you have any questions about this video or any of my videos, feel free to comment. I'll be happy to address it for you. Happy leasing.